Moving can be chaotic and stressful, especially when handling your valuable business technology. When relocating to your new office, it's essential to take extra precautions. Last week, we moved our office, and in the process of moving, we decided to put together a list of handy tips and tricks, a checklist of sorts, to help other businesses when you do an office move. In today's video, we're going to discuss these tips to help you ensure your technology remains safe and sound during a move. Hello, everyone, and happy Friday. I'm Michael Kinnett, CEO and founder of Eternal Networks. And every Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific time, I go live on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, X, and Instagram to discuss the latest technology and cybersecurity news that might affect you and your business, and to also answer your questions and provide some tips and tricks like today's topic. In these live streams, I cover educational topics to help fellow small business owners feel more confident about their knowledge of business technology and cybersecurity. At Eternal Networks, our goal is to help businesses stop worrying about their IT and cybersecurity so they can focus on what they love. At the end of the live stream, I'll also answer questions from the audience. So if you've got any, save them up or post them in the comments as we go. Get them ready. I'll make sure to have time at the end to answer those. First, in the news, Microsoft is rolling out a major update to Windows 11. It's Windows 11 version 24H2. They're releasing it currently to testers that are in the release preview channel. These are users that have said they're willing to test things ahead of the general release. This step signals the final testing phase before its public release later on this year. This major update introduces many new features such as HDR background support, energy saver mode, sudo for Windows, Rust integration in the kernel, Wi-Fi 7 support, and some improved voice clarity features. Users can also expect a scrollable quick settings flyout, 7-zip and tar archive creation within File Explorer, and some enhanced Bluetooth low energy audio connectivity features. Commercial users can start testing via the Windows Insider program for business. If you've got any questions about the upcoming update for your company, you can reach out to our team. We'd love to answer them and talk about it. All right, also in the news, US pharma giant Sensora has said that Americans' health information has been stolen in a data breach. They've started notifying individuals that their personal and sensitive medical information was stolen earlier this year in a cyber attack. The breach data includes patient names, addresses, dates of birth, health diagnosis, and medication lists. This information was obtained through partnerships with various drug makers. The cyber attack began around February 21st and was disclosed on February 27th. Sensora has notified about 500,000 individuals so far, with the total expected to be much higher. The breach is unrelated to the recent attacks that we've been talking about with Change Healthcare and Ascension. Sensora reported $262 billion in revenue for 2023, so they're a pretty good sized organization. Also, one other thing that you might find interesting, we talk a lot about security, we talk a lot about AI, and how AI is kind of driving a lot of the increases in cybersecurity, cyber attacks. Well, some of the good guys are using AI as well. MasterCard is now using generative AI to detect compromised credit card numbers quicker, aiming to prevent fraud before any charges are actually made and approved. This advanced AI technology analyzes transaction patterns across billions of cards and millions of merchants, significantly improving fraud detection rates and reducing false positives. So generative AI started really as a simple chatbot, but its applications have expanded into various fields, including cybersecurity. MasterCard's use of this technology highlights its potential to help protect customer data against increasingly sophisticated AI-powered scams and cyber attacks. All right, now on to our list of tips and tricks that we created in preparation for our office move last week. Number one, back up your data. This is probably one of the most important. Before you start dismantling your technology, make sure that your backups are up to date. That your data, that you have copies of your important files, documents, photos, and any other irreplaceable information. Make sure that you've got it on multiple media, external hard drives, USB drives, cloud storage, preferably a combination of both. By doing this, you'll have peace of mind knowing that your data is protected. In the case of an unfortunate incident during the move, your files remain intact. Number two, This is a little trick, but very helpful. Take photos of your cable connections. Before unplugging any cables, take a quick photo of those connections. This visual reference will prove invaluable when setting up your devices in the new location. No more guessing which cable goes where or spending hours trying to figure it out. Just look back to your photos and you'll be up and running smoothly. Even better would be to label those cables at both ends before you take the photos so that the photos are as clear as possible. Step 3, whenever possible, use the original boxes to pack your devices. Original packaging is designed to provide optimal protection during shipping. If you no longer have those original boxes, that's okay. Make sure you're using sturdy cardboard boxes. Wrap each device in rubber wrap or some other anti-static foam to prevent any damage during transport. Fill empty spaces in the boxes with packing peanuts or crumpled paper to ensure that things aren't going to jostle around too much during the move. Step 4, remove ink cartridges from printers and batteries from devices. It's important that you take this precaution to make sure that the ink cartridges don't leak or cause problems during transit. Also, removing the batteries from devices such as laptops, cameras, remote controls, etc., can prevent accidental power on and potential damage to the device. Pack the cartridges and batteries separately in sealed bags, and then don't forget to label them accordingly so you know where they go. All right, tip number 5, organize and label your cables. We've all experienced the frustration of dealing with tangled cables. My kids seem to think that I enjoy untangling things like cables. To save time and to avoid confusion, take a moment to organize and label your cables before packing them up. Nobody likes, dealing with the mess of figuring out how to untangle the rat's nest of cables at the other end. Use cable ties, twist ties, rubber bands, Velcro. There's lots of different ways that you can neatly bundle them together. Attach labels to identify which cable belongs to which device. And this simple step will really save you from a lot of headaches when setting up your devices in the new location. All right, step number 6, pack your network equipment separately. As one of the first things you'll probably want set up in your new space is your network, your internet, and your Wi-Fi. It's important to pack your network equipment separately. That would include the modem, router, network switches, wireless access points, Ethernet cables, power cables, power adapters, right? Anything that you need to get those network equipment connected and back up and running. Clearly label the box as network equipment so that you know and can quickly access it upon arrival to your location. Another option would be to have that done ahead of time. Many organizations that we help move, in the process of the move, are usually setting up new networks, new equipment, and so we help pre-install all that equipment ahead of time so that when they show up, everything's already working. All right, step number 7, for your screens. This is TVs, monitors, projectors, these delicate devices. It's important that you take extra precautions to protect them from scratches and cracks. Place a soft cloth or a microfiber cloth over the screen and secure it with elastic bands or tape. That extra barrier will shield the screen from accidental contact during transit. And remember to pack these items in a vertical position to minimize the risk for damage for other things to be set directly on the screen. Also, make sure you're extra careful if you have any curved screens, as any pressure on the edges of those screens can cause cracks in the middle. So make sure you're packing those extra with bubble wrap and other things to keep them from having extra pressure put on them. Step number 8, inform the movers about your fragile items. If you're using professional movers, or even if you're doing it yourself, it's important to communicate with everybody involved the fragility of your technology. Clearly label the boxes containing the valuable devices as fragile and provide any necessary instructions for how you'd like those handled. By being upfront about your concerns, you can reduce the chances of any accidents happening during the move. Or you can hire a technology company. You can use your IT provider. Reach out to us. We've helped many organizations over the years move by coming in, taking care of the technology side of things, and then letting the movers handle the furniture and the bigger, heavier stuff. All right, last step is to test everything after the move. Once you've moved, you've got everything reconnected. It's important that you test each device to make sure that they work as expected. Sometimes damage may not be visible on the outside, so testing is important. And by identifying any issues up front, you can file any necessary claims and seek assistance from IT professionals if you need to get it back up and running. If you do need any help moving your office or tips on how to move specific tech equipment, we're here to help. We love helping businesses learn more about their technology, and you can always reach out to me or my team to ask us any questions about that. All right, let's see if there's any comments. I don't see any comments from our live audience. So those of you that are watching live, we appreciate it. If you do have any comments, throw them in the chat, in the comments below. We'd love to answer those live. If not, I promise we'll get back to you and answer them after the fact as well. All right, in other news, PCI version 4 requirements are mandatory for businesses handling credit cards or ACH, and we've got you covered. We're going to be hosting a special presentation with our partner companies, Secure Payments. They're experts in PCI compliance to help you understand the new requirements and how they affect your business. Our presentation is going to be next Thursday, May 30th at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Secure Payments and us will walk you through what it looks like to do an initial assessment of your current PCI compliance status and identify any gaps that you may have. We've negotiated a reduced rate for ongoing compliance support to help you stay secure and avoid potential fines or fees. Plus, we're covering the cost of the initial assessment. So you don't want to miss out on this opportunity to join with us to learn a little bit more about it and to have an initial assessment of your PCI compliance status. We recently did this for another client and found that there was $2,000 a year in savings by getting her in compliance. And so there could be some potential savings for you down the road by attending and learning more about it. If you got any questions, feel free to reach out. Hopefully we see you there. We'll post a link in the comments and in the chat where you can register to join us for that. Let's see, I don't see any other comments or questions from our audience. Thanks for joining today. Like I said, if you do have any questions, comments, you can always contact me, direct message. You can call our office, email the team through our website at itnet.works. We'd love to talk with you and learn more about what you've got going on in your business, your organization, what questions you have about technology. We love educating people so that they don't have to worry so much about it, right? Knowledge helps to overcome fear. And we strongly believe that here at Eternal Networks. Hope you have a wonderful weekend with the holiday on Monday, and we'll see you next week.